What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the video and welcome to my channel. This is a review and tour of my 2018 Ford Mustang EcoBoost 10-speed automatic. So without further ado, let's get into the car. Alright, so up front, obviously you could tell that this has been modified on the outside a little bit. It is not a stock EcoBoost, but when I first purchased it, it was a base model. Like no options, no nothing. It had just the 10-speed automatic, that was it, and it was just as basic as you can get. I got a really good deal on it, and I'm also talking about in this video why getting the EcoBoost is a really great choice for when you're on a budget and you want to have a nice car and you want a car that you can mod and a car that can be relatively quick and you can enjoy and you know, turn a lot of heads. So without further ado, let's see the front here. I did the bullet style grill. I found that online. What's great about this grill is that it has full airflow, which is really great compared to the stock grill, which kind of has only just a little section here. Also added the pony badge here, and we look at the bottom here, we got the performance pack level 2 GT style splitter here, and we also added these, they're GT350 style winglet guards, just to all tie it together. On the hood here, we added MP concept hood vents, which are from American Muscle, and got them on a really great deal. So like I said, a lot of these mods up front, relatively cheap. Alright, let's get to the side of the vehicle. So obviously these are from a GT. I got these from a friend. They're GT Performance Pack wheels, 19-inch, and found these little guys on eBay. I saw a car on Instagram that had them. I thought it really looked great. I almost went and got the 2.3 style badge that looks kind of like the 5.0 badge, but decided to go a little different route with that. Had the windows tinted. The windows were not tinted when I purchased the vehicle. Getting around to the back here, and got this kind of V style, I think they call it, spoiler in matte black. Got this online, like again, relatively cheap. Parts for the S550 platform are really inexpensive, and you can do a lot to these cars for relatively just a few $100s. Down here, I do have axle back exhaust by SVE. Got these from LMR. I liked them because they're really low tone. They're not very loud. They're not very ricey, which is good because the EcoBoost, you know, it's an acquired taste for the sound, and that's why a lot of people kind of have trouble or scratch their head when it comes to, they see a Mustang and, you know, the EcoBoost can sound ricey depending on what exhaust you get. So it's very important to be careful in your selection of exhaust. Not all of them sound the same. Some make it sound really like a ricer, and if that's your thing, more power to you. But those SVEs are a really great choice. Like I said, they're inexpensive and they are low. They're not raspy. They don't drone. And when you get on it, on the gas, they're really not tearing a hole through the atmosphere. Like it's pretty mellow. It's good bang for your buck. I only paid about $300 for those. So this is the car, and it's really great car. Like I say, these EcoBoosts only seem to get hate on the internet. When I am driving around, because I drive this car every day, anywhere I go, car guys, non-car guys, or car people I should say, I always get amazing compliments on this car. Even from people who have Mustang GTs, I get great compliments. I have only seen hate for these cars on the internet. So don't let what comments or people comment on the internet or on YouTube change your mind if you're looking to get into the market of a really beautiful looking car. If you're looking into the EcoBoost Mustang market, these cars are great. This one's a 2018, and they're really beautiful. They're quick, you know, and like I said, modifications are very inexpensive. So you're not going to break the bank modding these cars. You're not going to break the bank even in financing one of these. I got this financed really great, got it on a good deal. Like I said, this car, I only about 24 grand out the door, and that one, it's been a great car. It was a great buy, and it's a great daily driver. So if you're looking for a great daily driver, I highly recommend the Mustang EcoBoost, because it's a car you can enjoy and draws good attention, and you can modify them relatively cheap. Even performance mods, a tune you can get anywhere from $300 to $500 price range. So again, you're not breaking the bank to have a really nice and quick car. Is it going to be like a GT? If you modify these cars, you do your tune, you do your intercooler, your downpipe, you can have right around stock GT power. And if you're driving it daily, as I do, that's more than enough power to have fun. And of course, you can do way more, get more into it if you are planning to drag strip the car. Or what I want to do with mine is, it would be fun to race course it, because with the light nose, it's very nimble, and I've taken it up to mountain, those twisty roads, and it's a blast. So definitely consider it. And before we end this video, we will get into the interior. This is probably one of the cheapest you can get optioned. Like, it's really not optioned at all. You got the cloth interior. Like, I find these seats to be very, very comfortable. But they are the cloth. And the interior, we just got the standard gauges, and with the small screen here in the middle. I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, I'm only at about a little over 14,000 miles. Let's get over here. Probably my biggest gripe about this is the radio. It does have backup camera, which is great, but it's pretty basic. The plan is eventually get like a touchscreen or something. Also on the base model, you'll see in the EcoBoost that kind of has this faux carbon fiber look. It's nice. I like it compared to some of the other cars. Some of the GTs and EcoBoosts that are a little more option, they tend to have like this silver cover, and I don't really like it. It looks just kind of weird to me. So I like that, and obviously I added these just to kind of add to the interior. It's just some chrome piping, nothing too special. And we got the 10-speed automatic with select shift, which are the paddle shifters back here. Really great. I mean, I don't use the paddle shifters too much. Sometimes I like to just put the car in sport mode and just take it for a ride. And it feels a lot better. It shifts more aggressively, and there's a noticeable difference when you drive it in drive and then you drive it in sport mode. It's a noticeable difference. I mean, the car's a lot more peppy. It's a lot faster. It feels faster. So I can imagine that getting a tune and putting it in sport mode would be a lot of fun. But like I said, right now this car is still pretty much stock. I'm looking into some tunes for it, and obviously intercoolers or an intercooler and a downpipe and all those goodies for this car. But you know, it's a beautiful car, and like I say, these EcoBoosts, don't feel bad if you own one. This car gets a lot of hate on the internet, but in real life, I get compliments from all types of people, even people who have GTs, friends of mine who have GT Mustangs. They can appreciate the EcoBoost. And if you like turbo vehicles, boosted cars, this is a great platform. And compared to a lot of other options out there as far as pricing, I mean, you can get a base model EcoBoost 10-speed or a stick shift if you want for under $25,000. So I mean, if you're trying to be budget friendly, this is the car to go with, in my opinion. Of course, you have the Camaro out there, but I think the Camaro, for their turbo 4-cylinder, they're charging a little bit more than that. Don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure. And they have there's other options on there. It comes down to personal preference. But if you want a Mustang, I think these cars are a really great way to go.